We are here. We are here to give you our predictions, our odds, the odds, everyone's odds. I'm John, joined as always to the left by the Sam to my John. Sam, welcome to the prediction show, sir.
I am sadly Sam.
Yeah. Sadly Sam, I am sadly John. We have a little bit of sad news, good news. No, it's not good news.
No, it's not good news.
We're here in lovely Pennsylvania tonight where it's a robust 50 degrees outside instead of being in Orlando where I hear it's 90 degrees and sunny.
Yeah, perfect weather. Yeah.
We're here to give you our rundown of what we think is going to happen tonight just because we want to record something before so that it's on the air and we can kind of compare back to what actually happens.
We're going to give you the odds because now wrestling is so big. You can bet on like all the pay-per-views and especially Wrestlemania is a big one to bet on. So websites like Bovada.lv and all these major overseas websites have Wrestlemania odds betting. So we're going to give you the odds and we'll each tell you kind of like what our thoughts are, who we would bet on if we were betting on it, if we wouldn't bet on the match. So that type of thing. So
I was kind of thinking the way, because Sam knows the odds site, so I was thinking the way we could kind of run this, and obviously we didn't practice ahead of time. We're just together for the first time since last week's episode, which was just sad news. But you tell me the match, I'll tell you who I think, and you kind of roll with that.
All right. Well, let's start off with the Women's SmackDown Jamboree.
Well, you know what? Leading up until last Tuesday, I would have thought it would have been Alexa Bliss retains. But personally, I think Naomi has to be the favorite. Just thinking storyline wise, she wants her title back. What do we got?
Naomi is the favorite.
Whoa!
Naomi is
1 for 1.
And let me explain to people out there that maybe aren't familiar with betting. So, when I say Naomi is a minus 400 favorite, that means you would need to wager $400 to win 100. Okay? So Naomi is a minus 400 favorite. Second favorite, believe it or not, Carmella at plus 600. Meaning,
how is that possible?
Meaning if you wagered 100, you would win 600. So that's how it works when you're plus and minus.
That seems kind of
Then it's
crazy.
Alexa Bliss, then Becky Lynch, then Mickie James, and last, everybody's favorite, Natalya.
Oh, yeah. There's no way Natalya's winning this. So, all right. So I went with the odds. All right.
So if I were betting on this match, and I probably would not, just because I think it does make sense that Naomi wins, I would probably put a very small wager on Alexa Bliss at 16-1.
Okay.
Maybe $5 or $10 out there. That would be my pick for this match.
Honestly, well, okay. All right. Next match.
Okay.
Next match.
So, again, we'll stick with the women. How about the women's Fatal 4-Way?
All right. I'm going to say Charlotte. Only because she already broke her pay-per-view streak. I think now that's over, she's going to start a new reign as, super heel.
The heavy favorite is Bayley at minus 450.
Wow.
Yes.
I would not have thought of that.
Second choice, Sasha Banks, plus 600.
Huh.
Third choice, Charlotte, plus 800. And Nia Jax at the long shot, 20-1. These odds are courtesy of Odds Checker, by the way.
Wow, I would not have thought that. And you know what went through my head at first was Bayley retains, but I think she's already kind of had her moment. And I don't know that she needs a WrestleMania moment, but that being said, she did miss out last year. She was still in NXT, so maybe she does get an NXT moment. Or a WrestleMania moment. All right.
Again, I don't like betting favorites, especially big ones like that. So, again, small wager I would lay on Charlotte at 8-1 here.
All right.
So, let's go to the tag team match, which the three-way tag team ladders battle.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. They threw ladders into it. You know what? I'm going to go with Enzo and Cass just because that's who I want to win. My heart wants them to win because, as you know, I've been behind them the whole time. It has nothing to do. I didn't waver on them a month ago at all. Don't listen to what I said a month ago. I've been following them since NXT, and they never really won a title. I think now's the time.
Currently favored, Enzo and Cass.
Oh, minus, 2 for 3, baby.
Minus 200. Okay. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are the second choice at 2-1. Okay, we're plus 200. And Sheamus and Cesaro, long shots at 11-1, plus 1,100.
They've already had the titles. I don't think they need it. I think just throwing them into the match makes it a little bit exciting. So
you think they're going to go Enzo and Cass to try and get them over and restart them up again?
Get it going, yeah.
Okay, I would agree with you there. I probably wouldn't bet this match at all.
Oh, wow, okay.
I would stay away. There's no odds that really entice me there. So I wouldn't play anything on that match. All right, so let's move on to some of the other matches on, I guess you would consider on the main card. How about, this will be on the preview. Neville Austin Aries.
I want Aries to win so bad because I want Neville. I want that banter back and forth. I feel like they built up Aries for a few weeks and then he wins nothing. It just makes no sense storyline in my view. So I'm going with Aries.
Neville is a minus 500 favorite. Jeez. Surprisingly enough, yeah, I would think this all would point towards Aries, but maybe I guess they're not ready to take the strap off him, or maybe Aries is not ready to be full time, and this was just kind of his Mania match.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only thing I could think of.
It's only been 2 months really since Neville's had the title, technically. So I guess it hasn't been very long.
Like I said, that's the only way I could think. Maybe Aries does not want to be full time. So Neville minus 500. I would have thought Aries was winning this match, so I'd place a very small wager on him. Again, maybe $5 or $10, but Neville's the heavy favorite. So let's move on, and how about we take a look at the IC match? Do you even know what that is?
No, I know. It's
because they don't even mention it.
It's
Nobody
Baron
cares.
Corbin.
Yes,
it's Corbin. I mean, I'm surprised this isn't on the pre-show. Frankly, I'd rather see Neville and Aries. I feel like more's been built up, and maybe just because I missed SmackDown last week, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think Corbin's got to win this one. He's got to be the favorite. Right?
Baron Corbin is the favorite, minus 400.
Wow, so he's not even as much of a... Okay.
I mean, that's in betting world, that's a big favorite, but in wrestling odds, it's not.
It's
because generally, sometimes you're going to get like a minus 5,000 favorite because it's predetermined. Sorry for spoiling that. Dean Ambrose is plus 300 on the comeback there, so minus 400, plus 300. Although I said I don't like betting big faves, here's where I would lay the wood on Baron Corbin. It makes no sense for Ambrose to retain here. Baron Corbin, minus 400. Put the $400 in play
just get it,
and try to make your 100 right there. That's what I would do.
All right.
Moving on, let's go to the WWE title match. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt.
Isn't it sad, first of all, this is only like mid-card, essentially. We put it at the mid-card. Boy, storyline sense, and that's kind of what I'm going with, is my heart and my storyline. I got my storyline. My heart and the storyline. I got to go with Bray Wyatt retains.
Randy Orton is currently favored.
Jeez.
Randy Orton's about a minus 300 favorite, and you can get Bray Wyatt at plus 225.
So let me ask you this, and just because I don't know about wrestling odds, do they factor in like what would be best for the storyline?
They put out odds, and then it's all just based off what people bet, because obviously if a lot of money's coming in one way, just like real betting, they tilt the odds. Now, the other thing is, since they know like certain people probably bet that win all the time, so when certain people that they have probably marked as very sharp with wrestling, they probably move the odds thinking this guy's an insider. So I'm sure there are some few pathetic people in WWE that actually go to try and make a couple bucks betting on this. I'm sure there are. Even though like could probably lose their job.
Inside trading.
Yeah, minus 300 plus 225. It makes all the sense in the world for Orton to win here. But, I mean, Bray hasn't had that monumental moment. He lost to Taker. I would put about a $25 wager on Bray Wyatt here, plus 225 is what I would do if I were wagering on this.
Yeah, I think that's a smart bet to bet on him, but I kind of still hope he wins.
We should see an awesome RKO, hopefully. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah, they can't top that
bigger,
Rollins
oh my God, no. All right, good segue. Let's go to Rollins and Trips. How about that?
I got to go with Rollins wins because it makes no sense. Again, storyline for Triple H to just kill off the supposed hot young babyface. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I know Trips is an egomaniac, but yes, Rollins is favored minus 400. Triple H coming back about plus 320. I mean, I guess I could see Triple H getting some action being bet on just because he is Triple H, and he could probably say, I'm winning this goddamn match whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, he has complete control.
And they could probably say, oh, Rollins wasn't fully healed, and they could put Rollins over that way with a loss. Well,
I remember we had reports from our guy on the inside that said he saw Rollins walk into the hotel limping. Yeah. So, I mean, he is actually
Or he could just be selling the shit out of it.
He could, I guess. Yeah, that'd be quite a sell.
Hey, back in the day, man, it was full 365 days a year. Dusty Rhodes freaking tell his kids that he was injured and he wasn't. So
true. All right.
So I would probably just stay away, just because I would worry about the Triple H shovel coming out and burying somebody. Wouldn't make any sense, but I'm not going to lay the 400. I wouldn't bet it.
No.
Let's move on to a match that I think is probably one of the more well done build-ups, even though it's kind of like a throwaway. Miz and Maurice versus Cena and Bella.
Yeah.
I love the freaking skit on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's
so good.
Great shit. And I want The Miz to win only because I've read everything that I've read. It says Cena and Nikki are leaving. And I want that win to propel Matt. Not that he needs the push, but it's more just like, I want to hear the bragging. I want to hear on Tuesday how much he comes out and just like, he's going to be sickeningly. I don't want to hear him whine. I want to hear him just like gloat. And he's such a good gloater. I
love The Miz. This has been a great year for The Miz.
Yeah, it
really stepped his game up. Cena's minus 900. One of the biggest faves on the card. Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, pretty much this is the match where everybody said they win and then he proposes in the middle of the ring.
Now I don't want that to happen either.
It's going to. Minus 900 on the comeback. Miz and Maurice plus 550. Not betting this match. Just going to be, I would say, stay away just in case. They have him lose and then he proposes.
Yeah.
I guess that could possibly happen.
I can see that.
And I just don't want to bet the Miz at plus 550 because it's John Cena. What are the odds he actually loses?
Yeah, again,
to the Miz.
Control over.
So I want to see it just because they've built it up really well, and it seems like there's a little bit of real life animosity there.
A little bit, yeah.
So, yep. Let's see here. How about we go to? Let's go to AJ and Shane.
Got to go AJ. I mean, just makes complete sense. He's got to be a huge favorite.
He's minus 700, so not as big a favorite as Cena, and then Shane is plus 500 on the way back. You got to bet AJ here again. If you had the 700 and you wanted to make a quick $100, I just don't see any way that they would.
It would be so dumb unless there's like hijinks or silliness.
Yeah, it'd just be dumb. Why would you put Shane McMahon over AJ Styles at the year he had? So again, maybe this is a big upset, or there's something stupid happens. But
I would think something stupid could happen. You know what I mean? If honestly, maybe I could throw down a little bit of money on Shane just to see what I could win. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be plus 500. You put up 100, you win 500. I'm laying the Styles money, laying the 700.
So what if you bet like me and you put up $5?
If you put up $5 on Shane McMahon, you would win 25, so you get 30 back.
That's a solid bet, man. Yeah, that's a JB bet right there.
Yeah, I'm saying lay the wood. The Styles, that's a lay the wood type of bet.
Yeah.
For me, let's move on to our main event, Owens Jericho.
Yeah, this is the true main event. I mean, really, I'm sitting here doing this in a Chris Jericho You Made the List t-shirt. Unfortunately, I think Owens is going to win because, again, I hate this insider internet bullshit. I hate that I've heard that Jericho's going away with Fozzy after this.
Oh, plus it makes no sense to have Jericho win on this stage
Except
at this point in his career. Yeah, but
if you don't think about their age and stuff, it makes sense in the old
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
yes, not anymore.
The hero to come up, get beat down, and then finally get.
Yeah, but he hasn't got beat up. This hasn't been that long of it. This is like a Friends Explode storyline. Minus 800 on Owens, plus 600 on Jericho.
Wow. Huge.
I mean, yes, Jericho jobbed the Fandango at WrestleMania, but it shows how willing he is to job at Mania to put over somebody. So Owens is winning this match. I don't see any way. Should just be a great match.
It's going to be incredible.
And, maybe we'll get a few exciting false finishes.
It almost might not live up to its hype, honestly. I mean, because I think everybody's looking at this match like, all right, now that Neville and Aries are off the main card, this is the best technical match on the card.
Speaking of technical matches, let's go to Lesnar Goldberg.
Wow. I got to go with Lesnar's a huge favorite because Goldberg's retiring.
He's the big. Well, I mean, Goldberg's fucking awful too. How about that?
There's the
Lesnar's the biggest favorite on the card on their site here, minus 1,200. I've seen sub sites minus 5,000, meaning you would need to risk five dimes to win 100, which I would never recommend anybody doing.
No, the only thing I could think of is if Goldberg wins it and then comes out on Raw and retires, and then they have like a tournament thing, which would be kind of also exciting storyline wise. But Lesnar's got to get.
That's probably your only possibility. But why? Then you're done with Brock.
Right.
You just job Brock out 3 times to fucking dude that can't hold his win for 2 minutes.
Yep.
That was out forever. Yeah, I see a destruction by Lesnar. This is supposedly also the match that JR is going to call, so it would make sense.
Oh, this one
that it's going to be ultra quick because they probably don't. Well, they probably don't want JR calling a long match. Because everybody will remember how fucking good he was. So
that's pretty good.
I would probably not wager.
Oh my god!
I would probably not wager on this match. It's just too big odds to lay. But Brock's winning.
Yeah. So what do we got
over there? We got a cup of haters. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
What do we got over here?
They're back on the Enzo. He didn't waver at all. Yeah, his girlfriend's wearing a
cup of haters.
Cup of haters shirt. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, are we down to Reigns Taker?
Yeah, we're on to which match may possibly go on last. Who knows? If it's the end for Taker, maybe they put him on last. I don't know. What are you thinking? What's your?
All right. If I'm going with my heart, I got to go Taker. But I've heard reports that he absolutely looks awful. he can't move, let alone move around in the ring. His entrance might last longer than the match. I've heard things like this, but I'm still going to go with Taker.
Reigns minus 300. I've seen some sites as much as 500.
Okay.
Taker, you'd get on this site back to plus 220. Other sites I've seen plus 350. We hate Reigns.
It's just
I'm not saying I think Reigns is going to win. Yes, I do. It's going to piss me off. I would put a couple bucks, $10 maybe on Taker at plus 350 if you can get it, just because you're going to want to root for him to win anyway.
Yeah. But you don't want to be double disappointed. You almost want to put a couple bucks on Reigns. It's like I bet against the Pirates. Look at you hedging
yourself. Yeah,
I always do that. I bet against the Pirates a lot.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, well, we know.
You figure Taker's going to go out on his back, because that's the type of guy he is.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody wants it to be to this bastard.
Yeah,
but they've tried everything under the friggin' sun to get Reigns cheered. Maybe, just maybe, if this match doesn't go on last, maybe we get the only way I see Taker winning, I'll quick lay it out. Hard fought, crazy match. Reigns takes, just bumps his ass off for Taker, makes him look like fucking gold, and gets freaking just destroyed. Hell's Ride, tombstone after tombstone, a choke slam, and finally, fucking Taker locks in the Hell's Gate, and
passes out.
and it goes forever and ever and ever, and Reigns is just out. And that's how the match ends. Taker wins. Reigns did not submit. And Reigns is left in a freaking pool of his own blood. Just go that and get that's the only way I think you're ever going to get Reigns over. And then Taker kind of like puts him over after that. It's just how the Austin Brett thing went down.
Yeah, no,
that's the only scenario I've
really good. And now that this is like not live, but it's recorded and you said that, I hope that happens. Because,
probably won't.
First of all, Taker wins that way and we don't lose. I don't even mind a Taker cheap win. I just don't want Taker to lose. I don't want to watch him lose to my least favorite guy.
So this is a quick one for us. Mania's coming up. So in summation, here's the ones I'd actually lay a couple bucks on. Lay the wood on Baron Corbin. Lay the 400. Put up 400 to win 100. I would also recommend putting the money down if you got it on AJ Styles minus 700. Put up 700 to win 100. Mm-hmm. The other ones I mainly just dabbled 5-10 here and there on a couple underdogs. I mean, if you got the cash again, I think Owens is pretty much a safe play, but it's one not going to go on record recommending. So those were the two.
Yeah,
make yourself quick $200. You're gonna have a couple sweats because it's wrestling. Yeah, but you just got to believe that finishes.
That's the best part. I mean, sometimes there's no such thing as a blowout in wrestling like there is in sports. So I mean, it's
you'd have a shot till the end.
Yeah, you have a shot all the way to the end
because you don't know. You had no shot if you bet the loser, and you were never going to lose if you bet the winner. But you don't know that. That's what's fun about it.
And it's just straight win, right? So disqualification, any kind of wacky bullshit, could happen.
There's been 50-1 long shots that have hit in wrestling where they, it's predetermined, and in the last second, Vince changes his mind, says, "Let's go with this."
Yep. That's like I was reading earlier that Seth Rollins cashing in 2 years ago was done like a half an hour before.
Like hardly anybody knew about it. Yeah, right.
So, well, anyways, guys, we are gonna log off here so we can go watch Mania. Please, I'll be tweeting throughout. Sam will be doing whatever he does throughout, and we'll catch you next time on the Dorks.
Later.